Hey, what's up guys, Psycho Penguin here, and in today's video we're going to be doing another setup on A side on Inferno. I recently did the B side on Inferno already, so now I'm going to be doing the A side. So, you come up to your ramp. I usually play mid. I never usually play apps, because apps is really, a hard thing to take, I would say, because if he's playing close with a mag 7, chances are, boom, you're dead. One shot to the head, you're dead, because it's a fucking mag 7. So, but if you do get apps control, which is really important, you can come down boiler and have a teammate. You could smoke, like a good smoke would be, like you come up here. I think you bank it off that waller. No. Like, you bank it up, like, right there, I would say. And then you flash into the smoke. And then you come out. If someone's playing under patio, he's dead. I would also smoke off, pit. Flash in pit. Because the guy pit is gonna have to move, right? He's either gonna have to, come up here, which is he's really exposed, but he's still covered by the smoke, so you might not see him. Or he's gonna move by pit stairs or come by truck and play here. So I would usually have a teammate smoke that, flash in, and yeah. So what I do is here, then I flash in the smoke. Wow, that's a bad smoke. Okay, so let's say I have a good smoke. It's a good smoke. Flash in the smoke. Kill the guy. But the problem is that guy, usually how the CTs play is they play one arch side or cubby and play one under patio or boiler, which causes a crossfire, which is really bad. So that's why you see a lot of players smoking one side, because the CTs 90% of the time are going to have that crossfire set up. Like, one arch, you know, with an op, and one under patio, so if the op misses a shot, the rifler can support him, right?
Smoke. I am throwing a flashbang.
Flash. That's a better smoke, and it'll flash and it'll pop like around the smoke, so he won't have enough time. That guy's probably gonna be flashed. So after I get what is this called? I would say this is mid. After I get mid control, I would either have a teammate come out short, smoke that, flash that, then come up sight. And then what I would also do is, after I smoke that, I would have teammates go around arch side. So they clear cubby, they clear arch, they either smoke arch, smoke library, clear moto, check graveyard, and by that time we have, if we have apps control, we have one guy coming apps, we have one guy coming, I think this is called long or short, this is called long, I think. Coming long, he smokes pit. We have already one guy apps. We have two guys, usually two guys coming long. I like the two long guys set up, so they can, if they have two smokes, they can smoke off these choke points, check sight, you know, and then get a plant, right? There's always the ability where obviously there's a 3A setup. So what people might do is, this guy, there might be a guy playing graveyard, and they can check apps, right? Or he could be playing pit, which is why I like smoking pit, because he has eyes on apps and eyes on long, which is really a good spot. And he has many angles he can peek you. He can peek you from here, he can peek you from here, he can peek you from up here. He's ballsy enough, which honestly I wouldn't say is too bad, because you can just fall back right into pit, right? And then you can flash out and all that. So I usually smoke
I am
this,
throwing smoke.
and then he's forced to change positions, so that's why I flash,
I am throwing a flashbang.
and then get a plant. But honestly, and then the guy apps, if you're apps, then he's probably gonna come check pit, check it, clear it, and then, so yeah, that's the most common setup, is one playing under patio, or this angle where I can watch the boiler as well, people coming out boiler if they want. Then we have one outside or cubby. That's why I see many people doing this, and then like that, and then flash over, get this guy, get the guy. If you get the guy hit, there's obviously no reason to smoke it. You can save that for another choke point. But there's always an ability of him just being sneaky and playing up here. And if you don't check this, you could get fucked by this. My setup is, when I usually play A, I like playing graveyard. You have so much information, because if you see someone sprinting around the corner, you have that information, whereas in pit, you don't, right? You don't have this information. You only have that information when they're coming around the corner right there. And when they come around that corner, they're technically already out of apps. So they come around this corner, they're already out. They kill you, you know. So that's my setup. And the reason for the series is I'm telling you my experience. Like, obviously there could be like a team or a clan they go up against in solo queue where they have a different setup, but this is the most common that I've seen. Obviously, you know, they could boost up patio, they could, I don't know, you know, but 90% of the time you're probably gonna see this crossfire setup. So you either want to smoke one side, flash that side, and pick which side you want to go to. And then there's always the ability of going CT wraparound, where you wrap around from arch to CT to B, which is really effective because if you have people coming up banana. So this is what some teams do, is the bomb waits in banana, and then two people wait in banana, 3 people go A, they clear A, which chances are causes a rotation, and then B is usually clear. But also, if they don't rotate and A is clear, if they don't rotate, the 3 A guys, the 3 ATs, can just wrap around CT, and you can hit them from all angles. Like you can hit them from CT, you can come, and then you have also banana control. So that's also really effective. That's why A is a really popular site, you know. So yeah. So again, I'll go over the crossfire setup. There's one playing arch side, there's one playing under patio, or playing like right here, where you can have a crossfire. But the crossfire gets fucked if someone smokes and flashes, right? And then you can just easily come up arch, peek cubby, peek arch, you know. And then, so angles that CT players will play is usually like right here, because they don't have to worry about boiler because of that crossfire setup that I'm talking about, because of that guy there. So the opera is watching mid, and the guy under patio is watching boiler, so he doesn't have to worry. He can just hold this tight angle, boom, get a pick, fall back to arch, get a pick, fall back, right? And all the time falling back. So yeah. So the crossfire setup on A is really effective. That's what you will probably see most of the time. So yeah, that's how I take A. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Bye bye.